Hello everyone, and thank you for joining today. I'm going to share with you some of my October favorites, because we're now going into November. But I want to share with you some of the items that I've been loving for the month of October. In the last favorites video, I showed you some of my current favorites, some of the things that I've been loving throughout the summer and into the fall. And I mentioned that I am a creature of habit, so I don't tend to mix too many things up, but lately I've been incorporating a few new things, and I thought it would be great and ideal to share with you as well. In addition to some of my favorites relating to beauty and hair, I have some books that I'm going to share with you that I've been loving lately as well. So again, thank you for joining me. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel down below and link to the blog and the shop as well. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletters and also follow us on Instagram. So many things for you guys to do. Geez, just make sure that you find me when you find me when you can find me. All right, so let's get into the October favorites. So I'm looking here, see what I'm going to start with, and I think I'm going to start with skincare because it's what I've been into lately. I've really been loving skincare products. Just been screenshotting so many of you guys amazing Instagram stories and recommendations, and just trying to find out new things that work for me and for my skin type, which is more on the dry side, and I am getting into my mid-30s, so I'm looking more into just age-defying products, but more moisture-based products that I can use and can help keep my skin very young, glowing, and supple. But let me digress, because then I can just continue to go on and on rambling. But the first thing that I picked up, and I think this was towards the end of August. Now, in addition to this cleanser, I also do use an Aveeno cleanser for sensitive skin, but I mostly use this one, Derma Even Tone Brightening Cleanser, and it has licorice extract, vitamins B3 and C, and I use this cleanser mostly to remove my makeup at the end of the day. Now, if I notice that I've used a little bit more makeup than usual, I will use this first just to remove the makeup, and then follow up with the Aveeno cleanser to pick up any residue that I may have left behind with this. But this, I use it a lot, and it does a good job to remove all types of makeup. I don't use waterproof makeup, so I really can't attest to that, but I can tell you it is a really good cleanser, and it helps maintain the moisture in your skin, as some gel cleansers do tend to leave me dry, but I like how it maintains that moisture and doesn't strip my skin. Next favorite that I've been loving in the month of October, which of course is skin related, are these Alba Botanica Hawaiian Detox Scrub line. And let me show you. I got the scrub, and I was completely surprised when I found this at Marshall's, and I paid $7.99 for it. And these face paper masks, I think I mentioned these last month during my last favorite video, but these masks are just everything. If you're dealing with breakouts, with dull skin, you see that your skin is just acting up and not looking right, make sure that you try this line. I highly recommend it, especially if I'm dealing with breakouts. And lately I haven't been dealing with too many breakouts, because again, as I mentioned in my last favorites video, I've been incorporating a lot of rose water, which helps keeps a lot of bacteria and just oily skin at bay, which I don't have too much, but it helps maintain moisture without, you know, keeping me so dry skin as I can be sometimes. But these masks are just amazing. This whole entire line. I found a cleanser, a gel cleanser. I'm going to pick it up at CVS, but since I did order a new one, I didn't want to add too many new products into my skincare routine, but I definitely have kept my eye on this line. And if you deal with acne type skin or a lot of breakouts, dry skin, I think this will be even ideal for those who have oily skin. This brand is amazing. Alba Botanica, I haven't really been using it too many of their products, but I have seen them around lately. But these have really intrigued me, and these have been my favorite. If you follow me on Instagram, you know all my Instagram stories, I always mention these, and I show you how funny I look with these dark black masks over my face. But it's an amazing detox mask. You don't rinse it out at the end. But you just put it on after you cleanse your face, and you may want to steam your face a little bit and then add this, and it's just a match made in heaven. And then I use this about once a week. If I see that my skin is acting up a little bit, I may incorporate it 2 times a week, but this scrub is the bomb. The Alba Botanica Hawaiian Detox Scrub Anti-Pollution Volcanic Clay. It's hypoallergenic, contains no parabens, phthalates or synthetic fragrances, and it is 100% vegetarian ingredients. So if you're looking for more of a green type product, these Alba Botanica products are definitely recommended. Love it, love it, love it. My favorite skincare product. Alright, so keeping into skincare but not facial skincare, I'm going to show you this amazing soap, and stuck here. But my girl Ginger has her own small shop where she hand makes her own soaps, and it is just fabulous. I bought so many. I like the aloes bar. I got this other charcoal one that she sent me. It's just amazing. And this kaleidoscope soap silk is just, it's just an amazing soap. I wish that you can smell it, but you can see how beautiful these colors are. And you can also check out her shop and her channel, where she shows you the process of making these soaps. And I didn't really realize the extensive chemistry background that you have to have. Well, not that it's difficult, but you definitely have to have not only patience but knowledge of mixing your products and all these things. And Ginger does a beautiful job of sharing with you that experience. But this is the soap that I've been using, and it is a bigger bar than this, but I cut mine in half because that's how much I love her soaps, and they're just amazing. And this kaleidoscope, I'm definitely going to reorder this because I can't live without it. It has this really nice soft, just soothing scent, and I really love it. And I think Ginger, this is by far my favorite. I thought the pumpkin spice that she had last year was my favorite, but no, this one has definitely hit the nail with me because it has all these beautiful colors, and it just lathers so beautifully and leaves my skin so soft. So I really love it. Make sure that you always support small shops like Ginger's shop, and just look around and see what other alternatives are out there. And to me, having a bar of soap is just the ultimate luxury to me. For at the end of the day, after a long day at work, running around, just a nice quick shower, and with an amazing luxurious soap like this will make it all. So getting into hair. When I first started my blog, hair was the center of the beginning of my blog journey, or whatever this is. I don't call it a career really because, you know, although it is something that I am developing, I don't have that set agenda where it's going to be my career and it's going to make my job. I do, and I share the things that I love, and I just film it, and, you know, whatever comes of it, comes of it. But to go back to what I was saying, when I first started my blogging journey, I started mostly around my hair. Some of you have been following me since the very long time. I think that was in 2010. I started with very, very short hair, which is showing and documenting my hair journey with natural hair products mostly. I joined a lot of black hair message boards, and really had a wonderful experience with learning about my hair. And it definitely wasn't back then what it is now, but the curly hair explosion is something that I find so beautiful, that so many women are embracing their hair and understanding how to really care and protect their hair. So I think it's come a long way. But I say all that to say that I really haven't, you know, revisited that past of my life as far as my hair. Lately, you know, I haven't really paid too much attention to my hair. And if you've seen my prior video, I did mention that I recently initiated as a Lukumi Orisha priestess. And in that initiation process, yes, it was required that I completely cut off all my hair. And not only just cut off my hair, but just shave it down, completely bald. Yes, that was one of the many sacrifices that really didn't feel much to me. Interestingly enough, my hair before I did cut my hair for my initiation was down all the way to my waist. So it was a real interesting experience and shift. And this that you see here, well, I'm not gonna get into it too much, you know. Not right now. I'm gonna reveal to you the hair that I've been rocking and dealing with, but not right now, because I am taking care of my hair. I have a strict regimen and routine, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I have the time yet to dedicate to showing you guys what I'm doing with my hair. But it is in the works, and it is something that I'm going to share with you, because I think I'm going to do full circle with that being that I started documenting my hair, and I'm just going to go full circle again with that post on my initiation. But anyway, let's get into the reason why I've been talking about that. And it's this Be Mine Natural and Organic Beautiful Deep Conditioner. And again, if you follow me on Instagram, I shared with you when I first got this and the reason why I I wish you can smell this. This smells so amazing. This line was the line that I actually was so devoted and loyal to many years ago, about 5-6 years ago. This brand came onto the scene, maybe longer than that. But this brand, I found it by Kiss. I don't know if some of you know KISS, Keep It Simple Sister. Oh my God, I forgot her name. I always forget it off the top of my head. But she was the one that introduced this, and I think Beads, Braids, and Beyond as well. I used to follow them back in the day, and this was one of the brands that really stood out to me. When I tried it, I stuck to it, and this is their amazing coconut deep conditioner. And I tell you, this stuff leaves your hair so smooth and soft that you wouldn't even believe how amazing this deep conditioner is. And what I really liked about this product is that it tells you that it is protein free, silicone free, SLS, and parabens. And back then I was having a lot of difficulty finding moisturizers, deep moisturizers that weren't too much on the protein side, because at the time I was really having a good regimen with my hair as far as protein, but I saw that a lot of protein was causing a lot of breakage and issues. So I wanted something that was strictly and specifically stating that it was protein free, and this one is just a true deep moisturizer. And it smells so good. I can smell it all day. I really can. But I definitely suggest you try this if it is something that you're looking for, especially if you're looking for something that's more on the natural organic side. They make their stuff in small batches, so sometimes you may have to wait a little bit more. And also, I love their daily hairdresser moisturizer, which is also coconut based and is just as equally as amazing as far as leaving your hair super soft and moisturized. So this definitely recommended. My favorite Be Mine coconut moisturizer. And I skipped over on the skincare products, but I wanted to loop back a little bit into another skincare product that I've been loving and recently have tried. Now, my girl Sheridan Chanel, and I will link her blog down below, recommended this. Now, this is not something that's new or that's just new on the scene. I actually, when I first started YouTube and finding YouTube gurus and whatnot, I see that a lot of them were mentioning Embryolisse Laboratories Light Cream Concentrate, which is a really nice and apparently multifunctional moisturizer, which also works as a base, I guess. Not a base, but like a primer. But it also cleanses the face, and it's just the way that most French women have combinations of skincare products where they don't have so many separate items, but a lot of the products that they use is just for a combination of uses. And I really like that, and I've had, as you can see, is almost nothing in here, have been using this quite often. It has a really nice soft. So this next thing that I'm going to share with you guys is a health related product, and lately I've been mostly into learning about the gut. Again, if you followed me on Instagram stories, you know that I've shared with you several books that you can learn about gut health, and I'll make sure I'll share those with you in the link down below. But this Paragone set is pretty much a Parasite Cleanse Kit that you can use to cleanse your gut, your stomach of parasites. Now, it is said that we don't normally deal and suffer with parasites. It's mostly a thing of third world countries. But I remember as a little girl, my mother would always make sure that my sister and I would cleanse from parasites, be it always drinking pineapple juice or even fish oils and things like that, just to always keep our stomach and our intestines clean. And they've also used to give us X-Lax and all those stomach cleansing things, and I never used to understand what was their obsession with always keeping our stomachs in tip-top shape. But now that I'm older and I do understand the reasons why, I appreciate that, and I'm remembering again and going back into the habit of keeping a healthy gut and stomach. A lot of people don't know that the optimal health begins in the gut and the stomach. And again, I'll share with you the books that I've been reading and some of the research that I've been doing on gut health and how that relates to your immune system. Can you believe that your immune system relies heavily on your gut, and all those allergy and seasonal issues that we have, and even autoimmune diseases, do originate in the gut? So if that is something that you have been thinking about, or have a lot of stomach issues or problems, you may want to look into some of the things that can help you have gut health. But let's get into Paragone. With a dropper, as well as a jar full of 90 veggie caps, and it comes with a variety of herbs to help you cleanse your stomach. So the directions is, for the first 3 days you take 1 capsule 3 times a day, and then after 3 days you take 2 capsules 3 times a day for a full 30 days. I really didn't stick to this for too long this time around. I do this, let's say, every 3 to 6 months, depending on how I'm feeling. If I'm noticing that I have a lot of allergies, I'm dealing with a lot of bloating, I'll give this a try just to give myself a quick detox. But when you're on this, you want to make sure that you don't drink too many sugary drinks, that you don't eat too many heavy greasy foods, and that you just keep a very clean diet during these 30 days to help cleanse your stomach. I noticed some things, and I'll share with you in my review, but I did notice some things and some changes, and that's why I've always kept with this. You also want to make sure that you do follow up with probiotics. So if you don't know too much about probiotics, make sure that you look into it as well, because there's antibiotics and then there's probiotics, which is a good gut bacteria that you need in your stomach to help you keep and maintain a healthy immune system, and just even clear skin as well, is all related to your stomach. So if you are looking into a different type of detox product, or just looking to just feel a little bit lighter, clear your skin out, and learn more about gut health, make sure that you give Paragone a try. Look it up on Amazon. Make sure that you give it a good time for you to review and consider, and then also set some time apart for you to be successful with this. But even for the 2 weeks that I did try it, I noticed a lot of difference. So, you know, if you don't think that you'll stick through for 30 days, give it a try even for 7 days, and you'll see that at least it'll help just stimulate some changes in your stomach, especially if you deal with a lot of constipation, bloating, and all that stuff. So make sure that you stay tuned, because I will be talking a little bit more about gut health and how it relates to your overall health, and some of my experiences and some tips and tricks that I can share with you for maintaining and keeping healthy. Alright, so the last 2 things that I'm going to share with you are some crystals and also some books. But before I get into the books, I'm going to share with you some new beauties that I will be introducing to the shop. Well, by now it's probably already at the shop, but for the month of October, this is our featured item, and these are Tourmaline rods, but these are a little bit bigger than the normal ones that you normally see, which is a pocket size one, and those are beautiful as well. And I have a few that I carry with me, some in my purse, I keep some at work, and also carry with me in my bra here. See what I got here today. Oh, here it is, right in my bra. Here's my little Tourmaline rod, and yes, I keep all of my crystals in my bra. I carry them for many purposes, but the reason why I keep Tourmaline in my bra is to protect me, to neutralize my energy, to help ground me as well, because I do deal with a lot of rituals, and I'm known as an empath, so I'm around a lot of different people and feel a lot of different things, and can pick up a lot of things, not only from people, from places as well. So in order for me to keep that balance and also have that level of protection for my aura and overall energy system, I like to keep Tourmaline with me. Let's see what else I got in here. Some of them don't hurt because they are tumbled and they are soft. Oh, I have hematite. So I've been mostly on a grounding kick lately, and just more for protection. It's just sometimes the feelings that I get, so I follow my intuition. But this beautiful Tourmaline is at the shop, so make sure that you do check it out. And this can be a great piece for you to keep on your altar and use during any sort of rituals that you may have. So if you or yourself or someone that you know is a crystal enthusiast, make sure that you direct them to the shop so they can get their hands on these beautiful and amazing crystals. I did cleanse them for quite a few days, and it's always important to make sure that you cleanse and purify any sort of items that you do create, that you get, you know, just anything that you do buy, especially if it is thrifted. Make sure that you always cleanse it and purify them. But I like to cleanse and charge these with this beautiful energy, and I just, even just grabbing them here, I can feel how, I don't know, just how grounded. And these stones and all crystals and stones, they kind of speak to me. I can feel them. The same way that I feel people, I feel their energy, and I just love how they feel. And this is a great stone for meditation, for any sort of spiritual work. I mostly use my Tourmaline for just grounding work, for meditation work, with communicating with my ancestors and spirits and whatnot. And it's just an overall stone to help transform, transmute, and change any sort of stuck energy that you may be dealing with. It's also great for protection, not only against outside forces, but sometimes within things that we have within ourselves that we just don't understand and know how to manifest. So Tourmaline helps you balance those things out, especially when you feel that life is just giving you too much of a windfall. And I also like to use it for, again, meditation, to just cleanse and just ground myself and bring myself. So make sure that you link down to the shop below, where those beauties will be listed during the month. And the last favorites that I wanted to share with you are two books that I've been using hand in hand. Now, the way that I like to read is really interesting, and I have two books, but one book is more like a reference book, and the other one is more like a research, not reference, but more like a research, and just like a, not story, because this is not like a fictional or anything, but more just to keep me, you know, my interest going here and there. But I like more reference books, more do-it-yourself books, self-help books. And the first one that I wanted to share with you is this Silver's Spells for Abundance by RavenWolf. And I also have the other one for protection, but lately I've been working and just more into abundance and prosperity spells. And this is an amazing book for you to just give you some inspiration if you're looking for a ritual to do for any reason or purpose, or you can follow it by step as they have it listed here. And this is amazing symbols and just how to do certain rituals for certain purposes that you may need for abundance and prosperity. And as I was mentioning, I like reference books more than anything because I consider myself more like a researcher. I like to look at things and then research it, maybe on Google, go to the library and find some books, documents, just anything that will help me get more information as to whatever topic or subject I may be interested in at the time. But I mostly like reference books. I like more dictionary type books, books that I can just skim through and, you know, see what piques my interest. And sometimes I read it back to back as well, but I mostly like reference books that I can just open and, you know, research and find the things that I'm looking for, or just browse through it and see what piques my interest. I also like, especially with this type of book where it has pretty much like a diary of different types of rituals that you can do, in this case for abundance, I like to just go by my intuition and turn the pages of the book and see, you know, to what page I come up to. And it's really interesting because you'd be surprised at how many times I've hit it right on the nail as to the ritual that I'm looking for and what I needed to do. And sometimes those that really don't seem at the time to correlate with the situation or problem that you may be dealing with and looking for a ritual to help you get through it, still has a purpose eventually down the line, and you start to notice that. That's the thing with rituals, that you have to be really open to the subtle symbols. And so if you're looking to expand and look into rituals and things of spiritual nature, I definitely recommend this book. It's beautifully written. It has a beautiful cover as well, and it goes beautiful on my bookshelf and also on my altar when I am using it. So I highly recommend it for any beginner because the ingredients that are included in here are very simple for you to find and use. And those that may be a little bit more difficult, it gets a little interesting when you go. It's sort of like like a little hunt for that ingredient, especially if it's something that you've never used before. So if you are a beginner and are looking into a book to help you and guide you simply and in layman terms on how to do certain rituals, especially for abundance, I definitely recommend it. So in addition to the book that I just mentioned for rituals, I've been doing a lot of studying and looking into astral travel, and I'm a person that I dream like crazy. I dream a lot, sometimes so much that I have to tell my spirit guides and whatnot, you know, just give me a little break, because sometimes it's just a lot to consider. And I'm the type of person that I stay with those feelings of my dreams. Have you ever, you know, had a dream and you wake up and you feel like, you know, you wish you were there, or that dream could just keep going? And that's what happens with me. Sometimes I get too emotionally involved in my dreams, and they can be a little bit too much sometimes. So that's why I like to lay off on that. But I found that if that is something that, as I consider a gift, because I do get a lot of messages and life advice from my dreams, I thought it would be good to look more into astral traveling. And I've looked into this many years before and have dabbled in it a little bit here and there, but really haven't dedicated and applied the knowledge that I've picked up and also am picking up. So I thought it would be good, you know, just to give this book a try. And I have to tell you, so far I really love it, because it goes in line with the way my reading style is, which is mostly like reference. Now there are some, you know, chapters in here that you have to read through for you to understand, you know, what they are explaining in the book. But what I like about it, that it's interactive, and they give you different activities for you to look into, timelines and things like that, and just techniques and tips and tricks for you to get through certain situations that you may experience in your dream. So it's not about controlling your dreams or anything like that, but it's just more getting more out of my dreams, because you know, you want to not only get messages from your dreams, but also subconsciously there are things that, you know, you need to resolve, or just things that come to surface that you can resolve in the astral world. So this is a good book that I would again recommend to any beginner, especially if you're into dreams and you like dreams and things like that. This would be a good guide for you to have those out-of-body experiences, and also shows you how you can protect yourself, because in every realm, although we are in the mundane realm, the spiritual realm, the astral realm, whatever realm, you know, there has to be levels of protection and awareness of yourself that you have to be aware of, just for you to be successful and get something that will benefit your life, no matter what it is that you do. So if you are looking into dreams and astral traveling, this is a book that I recommend, by Gavin and Yvonne Frost, which is Astral Travel, Your Guide to the Secrets of the Out-of-Body. That is all of my favorites for the month of October, and just a little view into some of the things that I've been doing and just been interested in as far as beauty, healthcare, spiritual, and also at the shop as well. So again, I want to thank you all for joining me today. I also want to give a special thanks to all those new subscribers that I've recently acquired at the channel. Make sure that you link down below to the blog and also the shop as well, so you can sign up for our newsletter, so you can know what's happening all along the way with everything that I have going on, especially now with the holiday season. Make sure to also follow us on Instagram. That's where I do a lot of Instagram stories and just show you some of the little tidbits that I do here day in and day out. So thank you everyone for checking in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. Make sure that you check in periodically. Have a great day. Bye.